Hello, this is Janet Michael. In addition to hosting The Valley Today each weekday at noon on the River 95.3, I also produce podcasts, and I'm excited to introduce you to a new podcast series in partnership with Lord Fairfax Community College. Having provided higher education and career training for the past half-century, LFCC is tightly interwoven into the fabric of the Northern Shenandoah Valley and Piedmont regions. Join me every week for conversations with current and former students to hear their funny and inspiring stories as we learn about their journey to higher education, the role that LFCC has played, where they are now, and where they plan to go. We'll also talk to current and former professors about their experiences and best memories of LFCC over the past 50 years. Get every single episode as they're released on our website at theriver953.com under the podcast tab, or you can subscribe for free in Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, on Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for LFCC Stories. Hello and welcome to The Valley Today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Wednesday. As you are listening to the show today, it is The Valley Business Today, Front Royal Warren County edition, and we are Front Royal and Warren Countying it all over the place. Niki Gales is on the screen pre-recording with me from the Front Royal Warren County Chamber of Commerce. Joining her is Megan Bowers. She is the director at the Warren County Humane Society. Megan, is it Warren County Humane Society or Humane Society of Warren County? I always feel like I'm saying it wrong.
It's Humane Society of Warren County, but we'll cash a check with either.
See, this is why you and I are such good friends, because we think alike.
That's a good answer.
And we're going to talk about a couple of things that are going on. First, we want to talk about Waggin for Dragons because it is back in 2021.
Yes, I am so excited, and I'm most excited because it's going to be better than ever. It's not just supporting the Humane Society, it's also supporting the Chamber of Commerce and the United Way. So this one fundraising event is going to help people, it's going to help small businesses, and it's going to help your local homeless animal population in just one go. So it's going to be super awesome this year.
So when is it?
It's August 7th. That's a Saturday. It's in about 1 month.
And where is it happening at?
We're going to be at the Front Royal Golf Club. They're so gracious to host us yet again every year. It's the most beautiful location. You go down the Shenandoah River, right down there by the boat dock. You've got these beautiful cliffs and everything, the beautiful golf course to look at. It's the most perfect spot for this.
Yeah.
So explain to me what it is, because I've seen pictures of these giant Viking boats and I was like, what are they doing over there?
Yeah, they're so cool. They're traditional dragon boats. And so dragon boat racing dates back 2,000 years, but it became an international sport in the 70s out of Tokyo. Tokyo. So it's a 20-person boat with a drummer on the front. So you all squeeze in by pairs along this humongous boat. What's really cool about it, though, is it's not really about your athleticism or your muscles. It's about teamwork, coordination, things like that. So you can really fly, and they do these big international tournaments, and we're so excited to bring it to Front Royal again.
So people get teams together, and if I understand it correctly, you're trying to like pit some of the county people against the town people because, you know, we all love a good competition.
Healthy competition.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So healthy is okay, but I just like the competition.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We have the Sheriff's Department of Warren County is doing a boat this year. We've got the Front Royal Police Department. And my favorite thing is that we've also got the Legally High team, which is made up of the High Knob community group. So it'll be super fun to mash all those up together.
Now, is it too late for people to get a team? Because I would guess there's got to be practice and all kinds of things that go into participating that day.
Oh my gosh, Janet, no, we would love to have more people come. The more the merrier. It's going to be so much fun. They can register up until August 1st. So no rush in getting that done. We want as many times as we can so that we have a great spirit down at the river. It's going to be great. And of course, we're fundraising. So the more teams we have, the more we can do for our community.
So explain to me the boats themselves. Are you guys building them? Do they come in a kit? How do you get them there and onto the river?
There's a company that comes out of Canada who provides us with the boats, and it's a good thing too, because if I were to put on a professional race, I wouldn't know where to start. But this group is called 22 Dragons out of Canada, and they come down and they run it so professionally. It's so much fun. They do professional timing. They have a coach that goes in the boat with you. They sort of steer, so hopefully nobody's crashing into each other. But yeah, so thank God we don't have to do that ourselves. It's a great company that comes out to do it for us.
Well, and more importantly, they're providing you already built boats, because if I had to have any role in building a boat, it would sink and nobody would get across whatever finish line they were aiming for.
Yes, we can all be grateful we don't have to build the boats.
So, Niki, this checks so many boxes for you, because the Chamber is all about community partnerships. And when you tie in United Way and the Humane Society of Warren County, you're checking all of those boxes.
We are. And then of course the business box as well, because, the goal is to get our businesses out, not only, for the healthy competition that we talked about a minute ago, but team building. So, this is a great opportunity for employers to gather 20 of their employees, put them in a boat together, and have them learn to work really well together, because in order to get that boat moving in the right direction, they have to work together. So from a business perspective, a lot of our, employers out there, who have a decent amount of employees really should consider sending some of their teams to do this, because it's a great opportunity for that team building.
And Megan, for some of the smaller businesses that maybe only have a handful of employees, can they band together, like say a group of businesses on Main Street, and pull 3 from this business and 4 from this and 5 from this, and make their own team that way?
Oh, definitely. Or grab your neighbors or grab your cousin and get your team together. That might be a nice thing for a business to do, to involve their family, the rest of the family, throw the net a little bit wider. But absolutely, teams can combine with each other. We've got the Rotary boat this year, which includes all 3 Rotary clubs. So they're all pulling together. And then we have a Good Neighbor boat, which is our 2 local State Farm offices are combining together. So yeah, it's all good. It's all in the spirit of fun.
Well, and after the year we've all had working remotely, some people working every day in the office, the staffing changes and turnover, this is a really great way to kind of kick off a fresh start with teamwork and getting people to know each other, because there's nothing better than liking the person you work with if you can like them outside of the 4 walls of your work.
Yeah, and there'll be beer to make it easier.
No, so tell me about that. What else is there going on that day besides the actual race itself?
So the Front Row Golf Club's going to be providing food and drinks for the whole group down there. But each of the teams is going to be setting up along the river. They're going to have some space to spread out to get together. We've had teams that do chili cook-offs in their little area. We have teams that do fun and games. We have teams that set it up sort of like a marketing sort of thing, so they can get their business information in front of all the people who are there. This event draws hundreds of people. So it's a great opportunity to just go have fun. Some are there to network, some are there to spend quality time with their coworkers or their families. Really anything goes down there. So it's super fun.
Now, because you guys are a partner in it, are pets allowed? Can I bring the puppies to run around and see what's going on?
Yeah, you sure can. We'll be happy to see them. And typically between races, you'll have kids and dogs getting in that little ramp right there. It's super fun.
Now, will you guys have animals there potentially for adoption? Because it seems like a captive audience, I got to say.
To be honest, I think we're going to need about every volunteer we have to pull the event off. So I'm not going to have people available to bring dogs, but I sure hope we maybe see some Humane Society alumni come out.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Or Niki would take all the dogs home with her. So
I'd like to.
I can't tell you how many times I've talked her off the ledge from something you've posted on Facebook. So thank you very much.
Oh no, Janet, I thought we were friends.
Well, I had a delightful tour. Every time I go out to the Humane Society, I have a tour. Like I act like I've never seen places before, just so they'll take me on tours. But I had a delightful tour the other day, and let me tell you what, there are some incredible animals out there right now. So if you're at home or at work listening to this and you don't have an animal in your life, or you have one in your life and it needs a companion, right now is the time to go out there because there are some incredible animals out there.
So the Waggin for Dragons starts Saturday, August 7th. What time?
The kickoff is going to be around 9 a.m. So if you're going as a team, we're going to send some information to get you out there a little bit earlier so you can get set up. But if you're just coming to watch, you're not sure what dragon boat racing is all about, or you just want to come and support, but you can't get a team together, you can come around 9 o'clock and you'll hit the opening ceremonies and then watch the first teams hit the water.
And it doesn't cost anything if I just want to come watch. It's free admission.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And there's parking at Walmart. We'll help shuttle you down. There's no charge there. So you're welcome to come and just root on your favorite teams.
And I would guess bring a lawn chair or a blanket if you don't want to stand the whole time.
Yep, that would be a good idea. But yeah, we'll be glad to have you, whether you want to maybe just even float down there while we're there.
So, Niki, is your role that day just to kind of be the greeter and the bringing of people together, or are you going to be in a boat?
I'm not going to be in a boat because we all know, I am about the clumsiest person on the planet, and I'll be the person that creates some sort of medical emergency. So I'm not going to be in a boat. So yeah, I'll be doing, quite frankly, whatever Megan tells me I'm going to be doing that day is what I'm going to be doing. But we have a whole long list of categories that we need volunteers for. So anybody who's listening, who wants to volunteer, they can reach out to us, and we will definitely, give them an assignment, and it's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So where can people get more information about the activities going on that day? If they want to sign up a team or if they want to volunteer, where is the best first place for them to go?
Probably the Facebook page. There's a Waggin for Dragons Facebook page that's going to have the most up-to-date information. You'll get to see pictures and videos and get to know the teams a little bit better through that. Or if you're thinking of registering and want to get to the website, it's hswcevents.org. And we've got all our big events there. You'll find Waggin for Dragons right there on the main page.
Awesome. Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, Megan, will you give me some details about the new spay neuter clinic that is opening to the public on August 1st?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You'll have a hard time shutting me up about it.
We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We are pre-recording our conversation for the Valley Business Today with Niki Kales from the Front Royal Warren County Chamber of Commerce. Joining her is Megan Bowers with the Humane Society of Warren County. We'll talk more with both of them in just a couple of minutes.
Got a financial decision to make or a goal to reach, but you don't know where to start? You've come to the right place. Introducing Quick Money Chats with the Northern Shenandoah Valley Financial Education Program. Visit tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat to schedule a virtual chat with a staff member or trained volunteer. We won't tell you what to do, but we will give you the tools you need to choose wisely. And because Virginia Cooperative Extension is part of Virginia Tech and Virginia State, your land-grant universities, you can be sure that our information is credible and trustworthy. And you'll know that we aren't trying to sell you something. Maybe you want to improve your credit score, or reduce your banking overdraft fees, or even figure out if you can afford to buy that car. Sorting through tons of information on the internet can be overwhelming, and sometimes it can be hard to know who to trust. Schedule a Quick Money Chat and get the information you need to take action. Go to tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat and get financial education personalized for you.
Welcome back to the Valley today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Wednesday as you are listening to the show today. It is the Valley Business Today, Front Royal Warren County edition. We are pre-recording with Niki Kales from the Front Royal Warren County Chamber of Commerce. We are also chatting with Megan Bowers. She is the director at the Humane Society of Warren County. We talked about Waggin for Dragons in the first segment. It happens on August 7th, Saturday, August 7th at Front Royal Golf Course. It's probably the best place to start at about 9 a.m. But you can get a team now. You can volunteer now. All of that can be found on the Waggin for Dragons Facebook page. But Megan, you've got a really cool other new thing that is about to open up to the public on the 1st of August. Tell me about the new clinic.
Yeah, I am so beyond excited. This is a dream that we've had since, 2 years ago. We started thinking about this and we're ready. We're opening a low cost spay and neuter clinic in the town of Front Royal. That'll be for our shelter animals, for our local rescue groups, and most importantly, for the general public to come and get their pets spayed and neutered.
Because it is difficult. I will tell you, Nikki and I have had this conversation many times. We got these puppies in October, and while the neuter fees, they were too young at the time, the neuter fees were included in the adoption, just getting them. And I wanted them done locally. I didn't want to have to send them off somewhere. You were going to be like the hero of so many pet owners up and down the Shenandoah Valley, not just Front Royal Warren County.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I do look forward to helping the public get this done in a place that they're comfortable with, and also at an affordable price. But one of the main reasons that really triggered this whole project is because if you consider a shelter animal, we spay and neuter them before adoption, we microchip them before adoption. We don't want to put this off on someone else. So we've got 100 cats in the building that need to be spayed or neutered. And you can imagine how hard it is to get 100 spay or neuter appointments while you've got more coming in the door. So we've got dogs or cats that are waiting 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a shelter environment to be ready for adoption. And so that's something that is not the good thing for the dog. A dog in a kennel for 6 weeks that's highly adoptable, that could be adopted the next day, is going to get stressed out in a kennel. He's going to, develop issues. Perhaps they're going to lose some potty training or whatever the case may be. They're not getting the socialization that they would get in a home. So there's so many reasons, but that's one of them. We thought we need to get our shelter animals in and out of the door faster, let them get to their happily ever after, and things like that. And we're also overrun with kittens all this time of year, and if we can do more to make it easier for people to spay and neuter their outside cats, then perhaps next year will be a little easier, and the year after that a little easier, until we have our vision. Every pet is a wanted pet. That's the vision. We want to get there someday.
And this was not an easy task. I mean, you said it was a dream from 2 years or more ago, because you don't just open one of these clinics. There's a lot of logistics involved.
Yes, there are. First thing we had to do was raise the money. We ended up with a guardian angel who is not even in Virginia, who helped us get a significant part of the way. But we've also had a lot of local individuals and businesses who made this possible. We raised over $158,000 in under a year to get this project started. Then you get into finding a contractor, finding a location. We have DEA licenses, we have veterinary board inspections, and we've finally gotten through all of those things. We've found a great veterinarian and vet tech and an office manager. And so, yeah, it's taken a long time to get all those things done. And it was a lot of work. And I've never done this before. And our lovely, wonderful shelter manager, Kayla Wines, has never done this before. But we've had a lot of help and we've gotten there, and we're so excited.
So it is not officially open to the public because, of course, you're getting all of your little animals taken care of right now.
Yeah, and we've made a partnership with For the Cat's Sake. They're a local trap, neuter, release group. They help manage the community cat populations. Kind of horrible statistic, but an adult female cat can have 140 kittens in her lifetime. And so if we have cats out there that are in groups that are not managed, that explodes. So they're doing really important work trying to spay and neuter community cats, and of course, give them a rabies vaccine. And so for the first 2 weeks that the clinic's open, our team's going to get some practice working with each other by doing our shelter animals and doing free community cat spay and neuters for the Cat's Sake in Warren County. So it's going to get the practice we need and also take care of putting a dent in that community cat population.
And then August 1st, appointments are available for the general public. How does one go about making one of those appointments?
So after the 14th of this month, the clinic will be open for people to come in and do that paperwork to get on our schedule. So we'll have our office phone hooked up, ready to answer questions, things like that. We'll have the website with the forms ready for you to fill out. There's going to be some legal paperwork, of course, with any surgery. And then we'll do payment at the time of signing up, and then we'll get people scheduled. I do imagine we're going to get pretty booked out. So yeah, but we'll be happy to help people as quickly as we can.
So when you say affordable spay and neuter, what kind of pricing are we talking about?
So for cats, we are in the $65 to $75 range, depending on male or female. Dogs are going to be $150 for the boys and $170 for the girls. And we've got an 80-pound weight limit just for the safety of the animals. Once you get to a certain weight, you need a different kind of equipment.
So what you're telling me is I got a dog that's 50 pounds and a dog that's 51. I need to stop putting this off and get them in there now rather than later.
Yes. Yeah. If you've got a dog over 80 pounds, it's really the safest thing for them to use a fully equipped veterinarian's office so that you can make sure you've got the right drugs and the right equipment. But anything under that, we've got everything we need to make sure we're doing everything as safely as we can for your little babies.
And you mentioned you've got a vet and a vet tech, you've got an office manager. Are you only going to do spay and neuters at this clinic? There won't be any like actual vet appointments to get anything else, or is that something you're hoping to be able to add in the future?
So the short answer is yes, it's spay and neuter, but we'll also do vaccinations at the time of your appointment. So if you need to get a rabies vaccine or distemper or whatever, we'll do those things for you at the time of your appointment. We will also do quarterly vaccine clinics at the shelter. We'll do microchips and vaccines, and that's going to be quarterly, and we're going to schedule those in advance. But for general practice, you'll want to use one of our regular local veterinarians' offices, or for emergencies, obviously go to the emergency clinic.
Now, do they have to be residents of Front Royal, Warren County in order to bring their pets to your clinic?
No, not at all. We are going to be happy to help anybody who needs help with affordable spay neuter.
That was the answer I was looking for. As someone who's just across the bridges. So, Niki, is this going to make you decide that maybe you do need to go get Joker a little friend and a pal and a buddy?
No, it's not. Only because, and I try really hard to, help support the Humane Society in every way I can, because I know what good work they do. And of course, all of our animals have come from them. But, people have heard me talk about my cat, Loki, before. And Loki is not a nice cat. He's 14, and he's my animal soulmate. And every time I say he's 14, I shiver a little bit, because I know for a cat, that's pushing those limits. But until Loki is no longer with us, there is not another animal that can be in my life, because he's just not nice. And I couldn't subject a poor other creature to that. I'm too busy chasing him around the yard as he chases bunny rabbits around the yard to try and catch them. So no, I can't do that.
Nice. So Megan, can people get information about the clinic on the Humane Society's website?
Yes, the Humane Society page is the place to go. We've got our own tab for the clinic, and they will have their own Facebook page. We're going to try to get some informational stuff out there about animal care, importance of spay neuter, things like that. I had a woman call the shelter today. She had 2 male dogs and said, well, they haven't been aggressive, so I haven't had a need to neuter them. And so it's important to sort of pass the message. It's really not just about aggression. There's a lot of benefits to spaying and neutering. And so hopefully we'll be able to have an outlet to express that to people. We'll obviously show some cute customer pictures. But yeah, we're going to try to use it as an educational tool as well.
Well, we'll have to work out a little deal. Maybe Briscoe and Miller can be your poster children, your poster puppies for.
I love it.
So, Niki, what else do you have going on at the chamber?
Oh, we're busy, which is great. I'm certainly not complaining. So of course, we've got Waggin for Dragons on the 7th. And we're really excited to be partnering with 2 terrific organizations in our local community that do really good work. Now, prior to Waggin for Dragons, we have the new teacher reception coming up on August 4th. And we're going to be welcoming 65 to 70 new educators into Warren County with that reception. So there is opportunity, of course, for businesses to participate. We have some sponsorship opportunities available. We also have your businesses who would like to put something in the new teacher bag. Every teacher gets a new bag that's filled with goodies from our local business community. So if you're interested in that, of course, you can find that information on our Facebook, on our website, or call the chamber office, 635-3185, and we can give you that information. We are also, we have a ribbon cutting coming up this Thursday, July 8th at Game Studio on Main Street. Game Studio is located right next to the Main Street Daily Grind. And so I'm encouraging folks to come out at 5 o'clock and help us cut the ribbon on this brand new business. It's a young couple new to the community, so come out and support them. And then consider having dinner on Main Street. And then at 7 o'clock, hopping on down to Gazebo Gatherings with the Blue Ridge Arts Council. So it's a great opportunity to bring the family out and have a good night of fun and help us support a new business opening in the community.
Awesome. And when are we going back to live business after hours?
Woo-hoo.
Is that ever going to happen?
It is happening, I assure you. So I have been busy working with some of our local chamber members to schedule through the end of the year. So I think I've got it just about nailed down. We're working on dates right now, but what I can tell folks out there is keep your ears open and your eyes peeled for information. We're going to have a business after hours in August, September, October, November, December. I've got the places scheduled now. I just need to get the dates down. So yes, we are coming back and I am super excited about it. Looking forward to seeing people in person.
And people should sign up to get the e-connections that you email out. You don't have to be a chamber member to get e-connections in your inbox. You just have to be a chamber member to put something in the e-connections.
Absolutely. We want as many people as possible to read that information. So yes, please sign up. You can sign up on our website. There's a little tab to sign up for our newsletter. You can also, like on our chamber Facebook page, of course, we publish that e-connections onto the page every week. So you can click right on it and there's a subscribe button on that as well. And then of course, if you're a business out there and you want to start putting your information in the newsletter, reach out to me and I can tell you how to be a member.
Awesome. And Megan, tell me one more time, what is the web address for the Humane Society?
HumaneSocietyWarrenCounty.org.
And then if they want information about Waggin for Dragons, what is that web address?
HSWCEvents.org.
Or they can find it on Waggin for Dragons on Facebook.
Yep, that's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for taking some time out of your day to have this chat with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Janet. It's always great.
Janet. Yeah.
I will be back tomorrow. It is LFCC Day, so meet me back here a few minutes after noon for a always fun conversation with someone from Lord Fairfax Community College.